Welcome back to the BNG Mod Podcast. I'm trying that one again. Welcome back to the BNG Podcast Thingamajiggy, where we're going to be discussing consoles becoming PCs and classic gaming today. Oh my god, yay! Splat. Kota, what's your opinion?
You talk way too fast for people to understand you.
It's a gift. It's a bloody
People
gift.
are gonna think I'm high. Oh, no.
I'll just slow down all the recording and you'll just be like twice as slow.
Oh no!
And then your lag won't help and it'll just be horrible. And you'll respond 20 minutes after I say something.
You
Okay, so basically this topic is covering how gaming consoles have changed from something you play around with in the home and have a lot of fun on, like the Atari. You know, get a friend in, you shoot the pew-pew things. Never played an Atari thing, so I can't say much about it. But I did play the PlayStation, which was more... Well, it was not actually really good on the side of local co-op, but it did have the second controller slot, which is a thing. Kota, on the other hand, also had the Nintendo systems, which have always been obsessively local co-op and amazing.
Yes.
Like, the difference between the consoles is that the PlayStation requires a multi-tap to play with 4 people, but Nintendo out of the box will play with 4 people, because that's what it's designed for, people. Even the PlayStation 2 was all dramatic, we're going to have serious gaming, Splinter Cell, all that other crap.
I love how he's
is a real
taking
shame.
over the entire podcast.
It will be all mine, I've spoken for literally a full minute, everyone will love it.
No, you bastard.
Long story short, the
evil
topic
little
is
man.
how the consoles have changed, and that how it's more designed for online play and first-person shooters of all things. Go to take over. I'm going to go over here.
No, I don't know
Have a drink.
things because I'm not smart. I only know big words. What to talk about? You just talk about the weather. It's been absolute crap. It's been absolute crap, let me tell you.
So, what games do you remember playing, Kota?
Spyro the Dragon, Mrs. Pac-Man, Mr. Pac-Man, Looney Tunes.
I meant more local co-op sort of games. Games you play with
Local
friends.
co-op. Local co-op was, you know, Looney Tunes, back in action. That was massively co-op, and it was awesome.
That was a cool movie too.
Yeah. No idea what you were doing during the game, but fuck, you could do lots of shit. What other co-op games that I used to play when I was a kid? I don't think SingStar counts.
Probably does. Let's count it.
Okay. The iPlay for the PlayStation 2. I used to play that.
Yeah, that was complete insanity.
Yes, that was. Especially when my little sister kept trying to get in front of the camera so no one could use it. We didn't really have many co-op games because most of the games that we had were for kids, like Dora the Explorer. I know I've played that many times.
Wow, you must know
Probably-
more Spanish than I do. And I've
Yes.
studied none.
Oh my god, go away!
Turn the Steam thingy, mute them faces. I don't even know.
Nah.
What were we even talking
Transforms
about?
into majestic rainbow goldfish running unicorn.
I don't even know what's going on. I should do like one of those old comedy shows. And
Yes.
what's up with the first-person shooters these days? All on the consoles with the PlayStations, with the analog sticks that aren't as precise
Are
as
you
a mouse.
trying
and
to
as
be
stupid.
Are you trying to be Bill Cosby and that
I have
Seinfeld
no
guy at the
idea
same
who
time?
I'm trying to be.
You're trying to be
Possibly
Bill Cosby
Seinfeld.
and Jerry Seinfeld at the same time.
I would want to be Seinfeld because, well, I could be
But
Cosby.
you're
I'm
trying
black,
to be
you know?
both. You racist.
I'll be all of them with the pudding.
Pudding. Teletubbies, man, Teletubbies.
Okay, what were we talking? I don't even.
We
these
were
podcasts
talking
are
about
insanity.
We were
It's-
talking about
just the
classic
5-minute mark.
multiplayer games. We were playing classic multiplayer games. That's what we were talking about.
Well, on the subject of classic multiplayer, my friend Ben, he was into the GameCube and the Nintendos and the Nintendo
GameCube was
stuff
amazing though.
back then. And he still owns that stuff today, and he still busts it out and would play Conker's Bad Fur Day or Mario Kart,
Conker's
all
Bad
those
Fur
cool
Day,
co-op
awesome,
games.
man.
Yeah,
I think
like all those
everyone
old games.
I think everyone underestimated the GameCube because it
They
got
did.
nothing, and everyone's just like, "Oh,
Mm.
it's bloody horrible," and it's like, true gamers will understand it, but the GameCube was awesome.
Nintendo's never had a very good track record with third parties.
No, it hasn't.
Nintendo released the console, and then Nintendo's the only one that releases games on it. They're good games, and it's a good console, but
Yes.
there's no third-party developers. Whereas Sony and Microsoft just throw their licenses at people to get people in.
What's the latest Nintendo console? Not like
I think
DS or anything.
It's the Wii U. It's the Wii U,
The Wii U. The Wii U.
which
Wii
which
U-
is still
the Wii is
designed
crap.
around local co-op.
I think the Wii is crap.
You do?
I never
Because
really
one comes
liked.
from one side and the other comes from the other.
No, I don't really like the Wii because it's the hand
Motion
controller, I
bullshit.
suppose. Yeah, that.
I'm gonna have to bleep so much stuff.
And
I was
you
gonna do, like, a no
notice?
swearing
Did you
podcast.
notice that when the Wii came out, Sony turned around and said that's a really, really bad idea. Several months later, they brought something
And then they
out.
released their own motional controls.
Yeah. It's like, it made no sense. And the first game that they brought out with that was Harry Potter's Wizard, books or something.
Oh, disaster,
Wizardry.
disaster.
And I'm just thinking, that was bloody horrible.
Hmm. Okay, so what's the leading game franchise these days? Just the first game you think of when you think of video games in pop culture.
What do you mean?
It involves fish and dogs. And is actually named after a fish.
Fish and
Well, this
dogs.
version of it.
I don't really know.
Call of Duty, Kota, Call of Duty.
I didn't play Call of Duty. I don't like Call of Duty.
I
I've never
played-
liked the Call of Duty franchise.
I played Black Ops 2 and the entire single-player campaign was a batch of banana craziness and it was brilliant. And then the multiplayer is filled with idiots and then the game isn't actually
I
that
love
great
how
when you
you're
get down to
trying
it.
so much not to swear. I love how you're trying so hard not to swear.
I am trying so hard not to swear. This podcast is horrible. There's no swearing in it. I demand a refund of my nothing I paid for YouTube's. Why is this podcast
This is
on
bull
YouTube?
donkey.
Let me give you a
I
list
call
of things
bull
to say in the
donkey on this
comments.
crap.
First is, where is the video? This is just speaking. Second is, you guys sound terrible. The third is, we demand a refund. And the fourth is, just the letter A, 3,792
Everybody-
times.
Everybody that I know that watches our YouTube channel does actually like our podcasts because I think they're hilarious when we just start arguing in the middle of them.
Yeah, you won't get that anywhere else. This is the only place where the podcast presenters just start
Big Night
insulting
Gaming,
one
where
another.
arguing is a top priority.
I think podcast 3 was the only podcast that hasn't ended while we were yelling at each other.
That was hilarious. I love yelling at
And
you.
that's
It's
that's
fun.
really annoying. That's really annoying to me because
Are you
I was on a
trying to
streak with
start a
yelling at you when we
fight?
finished.
What are you trying to say?
Yes, I'm trying to set up a fight for the next 5 minutes so we can end on me yelling at you.
Yeah, but you're so
What
mean.
were we
You're
even
mean-
talking about?
You're mean to me enough as it is, man. You're mean to me when the microphone is turned off.
Dun dun dun. Behind
always
closed
mean to me.
doors,
You mean
Lou's
to me on-
scared us.
You're mean to me on Facebook. You're mean to me on Steam. You're mean to me on chat. You're mean to me on Skype.
I'm mean to everyone on everything. That's how I live my
Especially
life.
me.
I'm mean to everyone.
Well, you need to stop being mean to everyone because you need friends.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, love. It is beautiful right there.
I didn't realize how mean that sounded.
Who should be not mean? Me? I think not.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
See, perfect match. We're both horrible, horrible people.
I didn't know how mean that sounded.
I'll play it back to you 3 times. We'll hear that.
Until I realised what I said.
So for anyone who is still trying to follow, our topic was supposed to be consoles becoming PCs. And then we got distracted by shiny objects. And we spent about 11 minutes so far doing nothing, really. We've just laughed at each other. That's about all of it. And Kota's been apologising profusely.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, okay?
We should rename these the 15-minute pop psychology sessions. Right? Just we all
BNG
psychoanalyze each other.
BNG
just arguing. BNG
we need to have a video where it's just us arguing over stupid things.
We should do that. We'll make a series where we just pick an object in the house. We'll just pick a random object and we'll argue about that for 15 minutes. That's going to be a podcast one day.
Series. We'll call it the Great Debate.
The Great Debate.
No, we'll make it into a series. Call it the Great Debate. Number 1, number 2, number 3. It'll be great.
Will we be planting number 3?
We'll probably be planting number 3, so we can grow to number 4.
Okay. Yeah. What?
Oh, you need friends. We need friends. We don't have any.
Well, I can think of worst ways to kill 12 minutes.
How?
I'm just staring at the clock now. What?
You're a
What is the worst
bitch.
way to kill 12 minutes?
Talking to you.
Kota, that is how you are currently killing 12 minutes.
I'd kill you in 12 minutes. Does that count?
That's awfully slow. You're not very efficient at this killing thing, are you?
I enjoy the torture. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy torturing people before I kill them. That's what.
12 minutes is not a good amount of time for torture.
But it is. I mean, get the hacksaw and the chainsaw and maybe a knife and some handcuffs.
And that was apparently a podcast based around consoles becoming PCs.
And then death.
Apparently. And we have uncovered that I am a prick and that Kota has some serious mental issues with knives.
Yay!
Yay.
My sister looked at a knife and cut herself.
Oh my god. Cut. Just cut. We're crows, yay!
I promise I'll be good. Okay, I might not be, but still.